Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you've never been here before. I am Amber. Today I'm going to talk about staying dedicated to your goal slash lazy days when you don't feel like doing anything, excuses, all the things. So I've been chatting with somebody who is a family friend. I've known them for a long time, and as I've been starting my channel, they've been watching a lot of my videos, and they're on a weight loss journey themselves. And she has been kind of like asking me some questions here and there and giving me some good ideas for videos, right? So today she messaged me and she said, I have a really good idea for a video. And I'm like, well, let's hear it. I am down for all the ideas. I want to help people in all the ways. So she said, this could be an idea for a video. How do you deal with lazy days, days where you don't want to do anything but relax? Do you let yourself feel guilty about it, etc.? I read it at first and I was like, I'm not sure that's something I can talk about. And here's why. Not because I have so many lazy days and I am not dedicated. I said, you know what? It's hard for me to talk about these things because I feel like my mindset now isn't what it was when I was losing weight. Or in writing this message, this is what I felt. I was like, you know, I feel like it's hard to speak to people who are currently on journeys because I don't know if in my brain I am the same person that I was 100 pounds ago, right? I do not let myself skip workouts. I do not let myself be lazy. I always do what I planned. I think it's important to stick to a plan, and I'm not a fan of excuses. This is what I told her, and I was telling her this because I felt like because this is how I think, I shouldn't share with people because my mindset is different from other people's and not everybody has the same opinion. And I said to her, a lot of people don't agree with this mindset, but that mindset is what got me to where I am today. And then I realized, okay, listen to what you just said. So I started off by saying my mindset now isn't what it was 100 pounds ago, so I feel like it's not okay if I share it. This guy. Say hi, puppies. Anyway, he likes that his mom isn't lazy now. As I said that to her, I realized, you know what? It actually is very important for me to share this part of my journey because I wouldn't be where I am today if my mindset wasn't what it was before. And it is what it is now, but on a different level, of course, because as I have adapted as an athlete and during my journey, my mindset maybe has adapted a little bit. So then I went on to tell her, even when I was overweight, I had a trainer 5 times a week and I never skipped, even if I was sick, even if I had cramps. Like I get some seriously awful cramps, like kill me that bad. I would not skip. I said, so I might get some pushback on this, but like I said, I feel like my dedication is what got me where I am. And she said, you know what, it's good to know. You're correct, you might get some pushback, but it might be good for people to hear. So that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here, to give you the things that you might need to hear. When I was 269.9 pounds in April of 2016, I decided, you know what, I think I need to make a change. By the time I started with my trainer, which was in June, I think I was down to like 253 or something. So I had lost like 15-ish pounds by the time I started with the trainer. So I hired this trainer to work with me, and I set up a plan to work out with him 5 days a week at, I can't remember if it was 6 or 6:30 in the morning. I think it was 6. So 6 in the morning for a half hour. And I did that for a very long time. 5 days a week I showed up. I showed up every early morning for 5 days a week. I think that was from like June of 2016 until about January of 2017. And then my financial situation changed a little bit and I really couldn't afford to do 5 days a week anymore. So I switched to 3, but I did not let that change a lot for me. I just went to a different gym and did some cardio, like some elliptical on my own, which is also when my diet changed from low carb to calorie counting because I upped my cardio and I just realized that I was feeling super tired and maybe I needed more food or different types of foods. Anyway, story for another day. I never skipped workouts. To me, for one, I am a major people pleaser, so this guy was expecting me to show up at the gym and I had to pay. If I didn't show up, I had to pay anyway. So I was like, 1, I'm not gonna waste my money, and 2, this person is expecting me to show up and I don't want people to be disappointed in me. I don't want people to be irritated with me. So it did kind of start out for me doing it because I didn't want to let other people down. And I will admit that I am extrinsically motivated in that way sometimes. I do like other people to think I do well, and I do like other people to notice when I do well, but that works in my favor because it makes me push myself harder, and then I'm very proud of myself when I am able to kind of show up and do these things. My point is, I always showed up, and when I stopped working out with that trainer, I think that was like June of 2017, but I had also started in the meantime before he was going to be gone working out at a group training gym. And again, I told this trainer at this group training gym, so now it wasn't one-on-one, but I told him I'm gonna come. At first it was 3 days a week because I was doing this Spartan training thing, so I was like, I'm gonna come at 5:30 in the evening. I told somebody I was gonna be there. I didn't want them to think that I was a failure or just talking and not showing up. So I showed up, and I stayed with that group training gym until basically until COVID hit. And I showed up 6 a.m. That was the time that I went, Monday through Friday. There were some days that I went a different time, but it was pretty much known that I was gonna show up every day, Monday through Friday. I have just always showed up, and I am not a person for excuses. That doesn't do it for me. And even when I was bigger, so sometimes I do worry that in trying to talk about these things that I will get people here on my channel who are like, well, I'm 300 pounds or I'm 400 pounds and I'm new to working out and I just can't handle that much. Maybe that's true. I'm not saying that you need to go to the gym for an hour a day or half hour a day or whatever like I did. But I am saying that if you set a goal, I believe you should show up for it. So if you set a goal for a 5-minute walk, I believe you should show up for that. And I don't think that there's really any reason not to. I don't have kids. And I also get that feedback a lot. I've gotten it from some like friends and family. Like, well, you don't have kids to take care of, so you don't understand. They're a lot of work. They don't sleep. They get sick. I'm like, I know that. But you know what? They might get sick or not sleep tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. So if you keep avoiding the goals that you're setting for yourself because other life things are happening and you're never making yourself a priority, then when are you ever going to accomplish your own goals? Things happen in life every day. I understand that I don't have kids, I don't have a spouse, I understand that, but I have other things. I still have a job, I'm in school, I have pets to tend to, I help my family members out with my niece and nephew, I help my grandma out, I do a lot of things still, and I just don't really believe that there's a reason not to show up. So don't set your goals too high. Don't set this goal, like don't get crazy and be like, I need to work out every day. If you're extremely overweight and you have no fitness background, I'm not saying to do that, but I'm saying show up for your goal. Show up for the plan that you set for yourself. If you can't show up now, how are you going to show up once you have hit your weight loss goal and it's time to maintain? First off, I'll be honest, I don't think you're going to get to your weight loss goal. If you can't show up right now, how are you going to keep showing up? For me, and I've said this before in some of my other videos, moving your body needs to be made a priority. I did lose 100 pounds before and I gained it all back because moving my body was never a priority. So as soon as I stopped eating the way I was eating and I changed my diet to be normal again, as if I knew what that was, I started gaining the weight back because I wasn't moving my body. And so if you cannot make time right now in the beginning of your journey when you're super focused on your goal to move your body to help you get to that goal, then how are you going to maintain that long term? Maintenance is hard. And I've also noticed that sometimes, like, I'm trying to share my story and I want to help motivate people, but they're like, oh, well, it's been 3 years since you met your goal. What do you know? Well, I know that maintenance is still a struggle every day. And I know how important lifestyle change is. And you hear that all the time. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. It truly is. If I wouldn't have changed my lifestyle to make fitness a priority and started setting all these fitness goals for myself, then I would not be where I am today. This is why I've been able to maintain, because I have these other goals to work towards and because I don't make excuses. So I do have a pretty rigorous workout schedule now. I don't go to group training gym anymore. I don't see a personal trainer every day, but I have a coach who writes my plan and I follow my plan as written. again, I will admit, part of it is this person took the time, whether I pay them or not, they took the time out of their day to write this plan for me. And if I don't follow through, I kind of feel like a jerk. I also don't want them to be like, oh, you can't follow a plan. You know, I like to follow a plan. I like the sense of accomplishment that I get when I stick to something I say I'm going to. I like to say I've worked out every day for this long. So I will tell you that I work out every day now. I do have recovery days, but my recovery days now, way down the road, now that I'm more fit and I've lost the weight, my recovery days look like simply not running. My recovery days are doing cross training, biking, or riding my elliptical outside. That is now a recovery day for me. When I first started working out, when I was very overweight, I worked out a half hour, 5 days a week, and I took the weekends off. Then later that evolved into me working out 3 days a week for an hour, and then doing a long Saturday workout and having Sundays off. And then the other 2 days a week, I would work out if I had time, but it wasn't always a thing. But I was still working out probably about 5 hours a week. So now I spend a lot of time. I usually do a strength workout and a running or cross training workout every day. Now it's taken me a very, very long time to get to that point, but I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a recovery day. And I'm not saying if something is truly hurting, and I'm not thinking like, oh, my knee's a little sore today. I'm talking about truly hurting to the point where you feel like it could be an injury. I'm not saying like just work through that, because no, that's not a good idea. And I will say I always had some sort of a trainer to let me know like if what I was feeling was pain or just discomfort. You're gonna get sore when you start working out, like you're gonna get really sore and things are going to hurt. There is a difference between discomfort and actual pain. Sometimes that takes some learning, especially if you're new to fitness. So if you don't have some type of a trainer or something to consult with, then yeah, definitely be cautious, but please don't give up on your goals or let your routine go just because your ankle hurts a little bit or your shoulder feels a little bit sore. You're gonna be sore. It's going to be uncomfortable, but you know what? You have to do hard things. Doing hard things, honestly, nothing helps you to discover who you truly are as a human than doing hard things. The hardest things that I have done have helped me discover the most about myself. I ran 35 miles in May. It was terribly, terribly hard. I ran it all in one day. It was an absolute miserable time. I hated most of it. But I discovered so much about who I am and what I am capable that day. I ran a 14-mile race in Tahoe when it was snowing and freezing and I was soaking wet, and I was on the mountain for almost 5.5 hours, and I did a billion burpees in a Spartan race. It was a miserable time. Terrible. But I look back now and it's one of the happiest times of my life because I overcame so much and I saw what I was truly capable of. And I would have never gotten to experience either of those super hard things if I wouldn't have gotten through the hard things that I did in the beginning of my journey. At the time, a 30-minute workout with my trainer seemed like the hardest thing I'd ever done. So throughout this journey, by doing hard things, I've continued to learn more and more about myself. And I really do believe if you don't do hard things, you're never going to discover who you are. And I realize we all have emotional challenges and other things that are hard, but I'm talking about like physically hard challenges that get you to a new place in your mind that you really have to dig into your soul to get out of it. And I realize that dieting or like changing your eating habits, lifestyle changes, any of those can be truly challenging, and I think even those things can help you discover who you are by like not giving into binging or certain cravings and stuff. I think you can get a sense of yourself like, wow, I really wanted to do that and I told myself, no, I'm not going to. Man, I feel accomplished, because I truly liked that feeling of being able to accomplish even simple things like that, like overcoming my own mind and my own will being able to kick in and be like, no, you know what? I said I'm going to do this and I will do it. I am not a certified personal trainer. I am not a dietitian. I am not a medical professional, nothing like that. I am only speaking from experience that I really think that you shouldn't make excuses. If you're feeling lazy today and you really don't want to get up and do anything, you don't want to do the workout that you planned, please consider that feeling lazy and unmotivated probably got you to where you are right now. The body that you are in, the mental state that you are in. So if you continue to allow yourself to use that excuse of, I feel kind of lazy, I don't feel up to anything today, then you are going most likely to continue to stay in the mindset that you're in and in the body that you're in. Change cannot happen unless you dedicate yourself to making it happen. Sitting on the couch and feeling lazy and having a lazy day is not going to get you to where you want to go. Should you feel guilty? I would. I'll be honest, I would. If I don't do, honestly for me, I'll be honest, if I complete a workout and I feel like I didn't do it my best, I feel guilty. I feel like, man, I just put in the work, but I wasted my time because I didn't do my best work. Sometimes I feel guilty even like wasting the day away. And there are people that have different mindsets. Sometimes, depending on the person and the situation, if somebody's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take today off, I'll be like, great, cool, take the day off. But I might say, gosh, I kind of want to take the day off. Nope, can't do it, not happening, I'm not taking the day off. But that is because I have a set plan that I like to stick to, and I don't want to break that plan. So if somebody else has a plan and they're telling me that they want to take the day off, I'm probably going to say, like, you should do what you had planned. I actually saw my cousin today and I told her like that I might be making this video, and she used to go to the same group training gym as I did, and then another good friend of mine went, and we had a group text, and we would go to the gym at 6 in the morning, and sometimes they would text, and one of them would be like, oh, well, I didn't get much sleep because my kid was sick, or my kid was up, and I was like, well, kid might be up tomorrow, come on, chop, 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 we're going to the gym, guys, I'm gonna see you there, I'm planning to see you at 6 a.m. And I realize that irritates people when I don't have kids and they don't think I understand, but I do plan to have kids someday, and I don't want to stop crushing goals because I have kids. I realize that things may have to change and there's probably going to be some adjustments and such, but I just think that if you let yourself make the excuse once, then you'll continue to make it. If I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm going to go do my workout because, well, my dog didn't get walked today, so I'm going to walk my dog instead. Well, I'll walk my dog after my workout. Like, why does that need to change it? Oh, well, I'm really tired today because I stayed up too late on YouTube, or I stayed up doing homework. Well, you know what? You might be really tired tomorrow too. So if you keep telling yourself that you don't have to do something because such and such happened, you will keep finding excuses. I seriously, truly believe that if you give yourself an excuse once and it works, you're going to keep doing it. You're reinforcing yourself. And then, especially if you're allowing yourself to not feel guilty, you're like, oh, well, I shouldn't feel guilty because, you know, I just want to be a good mom, or because I just want to spend time with my dogs. Like, you maybe should feel guilty that you're not putting yourself first. You need to have your you time. And you need to be making sure that you are healthy and you are happy. If you are not losing the weight that you want to lose, you're probably going to keep feeling bad about yourself. And if you feel bad about yourself, you're not going to be the best parent to your child that you can be. I truly believe that. This maybe was a bit of a rant, and I just felt like it needed to be said, especially after I had that conversation with that person, because my mindset is a lot different than a lot of people's, and there's a lot of people that will say, like, sometimes you just need a mental break. Sometimes physically you just need a break. Anyhow, that may be true. And, you know, it's definitely possible that you should take a break. I'm not saying to overdo it. Don't push yourself too hard. Seek professional advice from somebody who is experienced in fitness as far as like writing plans and stuff like that. Just don't make excuses for yourself. Like, you know if it's a legit excuse, or you know if you're just making crap up. Like, you know if something really truly hurts, or you know if you're really truly tired. But like, if it wouldn't keep you from doing your favorite thing, so think of your favorite activity to do, whether it's going to shopping, going to a movie, driving across town to get a pizza at your favorite place. If your excuse wouldn't keep you from doing your favorite thing, then it shouldn't keep you from doing something that's going to help you meet your current goal. So, oh, I'm really tired, or oh, well, I just want to do this. Well, if somebody said, hey, do you want to go get your nails done right now? Or somebody said, hey, do you want to go eat pasta at this place? Or somebody said, hey, do you want to go to whatever it is? If you would say yes to that, but you're not saying yes to your workout, or yes to your meal prepping, or yes to whatever is going to help you meet your goal for getting healthier, being fitter, being happier, then it is a BS excuse. It is not acceptable. So just remember that. If your excuse wouldn't keep you from doing your absolute favorite thing, then it shouldn't keep you from doing things that are going to help you meet your goals. I understand I might get some backlash about this. And I think I've even honestly had friends get irritated when they are like, well, I'm not going to run today because so-and-so. I'm like, well, why? Like, I don't understand. And let me throw out there that the sport that I do, so Spartan obstacle course racing, it's hard a lot. Like, it's raining, it's snowing, it's hot, it's muddy, there's heavy things, I gotta jump over things, I gotta crawl under things. Those things aren't gonna go away. When I race, like, those things are always gonna be there. So that's part of what continues to drive me today. Like, oh, well, it's raining outside or it's cold. Well, guess what? When I race, it's probably gonna rain or be cold. So yeah, that helps me. stay motivated to go outside and run regardless of the conditions. And I realize for some people, they're like, well, why would I run in the rain? That's not going to help me. Well, okay, maybe it's not going to help you, but I also believe in finding alternatives. But again, everybody's fitness goals are different. And, you know, there might be people that are just like, maybe they're going to work out today, but they're not really working towards any specific fitness goal. So by like not doing the bike ride or the run or the walk or the lift that they were going to do, they're not like taking away anything from themselves because they didn't have a set plan to meet a goal. And so I think that makes a little bit of a difference too. If you have a set plan, a set goal that you're working towards, I just don't believe that you should be making excuses and doing things to avoid reaching that goal. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you didn't, let me know too. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions. Let me know if you think I'm wrong, and that's fine. But I will say that I was once 270 pounds and I'm now 165 pounds, and I've been this way for a while, and I am happy and I am healthy and I am fit and I get to participate in sports that I love and I get to eat food that I like. I think that this mindset got me to where I am today, and if you are capable of finding the same mindset within yourself, dig in there and pull it out, because I want you to meet your goals and be healthy and happy and fit and be a great mom and a great wife, husband, great dad, uncle, whatever it is. I want you to be the best you, and you gotta do hard things to get there. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me today. Goodbye.